We have put together the facts how long dogs live and give you examples of specific dog breeds. Be sure to stick around till the end of this video and we will reveal the tips for getting your dog to live longer. Dogs live far shorter lives than do humans. This is a fundamental truth of dog ownership, and many owners find it difficult to accept when the time comes to say goodbye. Even though we may want our dogs could live forever, being aware of how long dogs live makes it easier for us to anticipate their requirements as they age and to provide them with the finest care possible so that we can spend as much time with them as possible. The size, breed, and overall health of the dog are some of the elements that affect how long they live. These elements may provide insight into the perennial concern of dog owners: how long do dogs live? And what can I do to prolong my dog's life? Do smaller breeds of dogs live longer than larger ones? For a long time, scientists have been perplexed as to why little dog breeds typically live longer than giant dog types. Size appears to positively correlate with longevity in the remainder of the animal kingdom. Elephants and whales are among the largest and longest living mammals, with some whale species surviving for more than a century. Dogs, however, are a different story. In many circumstances, small dogs can expect to live up to several more years than their larger counterparts. Although there is conjecture that larger dogs are more likely to develop age-related ailments than smaller dogs, scientists are not exactly sure why this happens. This might be because larger breeds mature from puppies to adults more quickly, which may raise the risk of aberrant cell growth and death. Regardless of the causes for why some dogs live longer than others, tiny, medium, and giant dog breeds share traits that influence each group's life expectancy. What is the lifespan of small dog breeds? Small dog breeds can live anywhere between 10 and 15 years on average, and some can even live up to 18 years. The shortest-lived breeds nevertheless outlive the average lifespan of the majority of large breeds, with little dogs typically living longer than their larger counterparts. They are therefore a wise choice for owners seeking a devoted companion. Here are the average lifespans of the small dog breeds with the longest and shortest lifespans. While it is challenging to pinpoint an exact age range for any breed of dog due to breeder variability and statistical data. Life expectancy of specific tiny dog breeds. Chihuahua, 15 to 17 years. Chinese Crested, 15 to 17 years. Smooth and Wire Fox Terrier, 13 to 15 years. English Toy Spaniel, 13 to 15 years. Pomeranian, 14 to 16 years. Rat Terrier, 13 to 15 years. Russell Terrier, 12 to 14 years. Lakeland Terrier, 12 to 14 years. Manchester Terrier, 12 to 14 years. Yorkshire Terrier, 12 to 15 years. How long do breeds of medium dog live? Smaller companion types like French Bulldogs and larger, active working breeds like Border Collies and Australian Shepherds are all considered medium-sized dog breeds. Medium-sized dog breeds live 10 to 13 years on average, while certain breeds live considerably longer. Similar to tiny dogs, it can be challenging to pinpoint exact age estimates for medium-sized dog breeds, although each breed has general lifespan recommendations. Lifespan of some medium-sized dog breeds. Australian Shepherd, 12 to 15 years. Chinese Shar-Pei, 12 to 14 years. Cocker Spaniel, 13 to 15 years. Poodle, 12 to 15 years. Whippet, 12 to 15 years. Pulley, 10 to 15 years. Welsh Springer Spaniel, 13 to 15 years. Bulldog, 10 to 12 years. Boxer, 10 to 12 years. Chow Chow, 11 to 13 years. Curly-coated Retriever, 11 to 13 years. French Bulldog, 11 to 13 years. What is the lifespan of large and giant dog breeds? Large dog breeds often live between 8 and 12 years. This includes huge breeds like Great Danes, St. Bernards, and Mastiffs, as well as large breed dogs like German Shepherds, Golden Retrievers, Labrador Retrievers, Rottweilers, and Doberman Pinschers. Giant breeds often live 8 to 10 years on average, whereas huge dog breeds survive 10 to 12 years. Life expectancies of specific large dog breeds. Great Dane, 8 to 10 years. Bernese Mountain Dog, 7 to 10 years. Irish Wolfhound, 8 to 10 years. Newfoundland, 10 to 12 years. Giant Schnauzer, 10 to 12 years. Dogue de Bordeaux, 9 to 11 years. Rottweiler, 10 to 12 years. St. Bernard, 10 to 12 years. Scottish Deerhound, 10 to 12 years. Flat-coated Retriever, 10 to 12 years. Akita, 11 to 15 years. Anatolian Shepherd, 11 to 13 years. Irish Setter, 12 to 14 years. Belgian Malinois, 14 to 16 years. The value of health examinations. A dog's lifespan is frequently influenced by heredity in addition to size. Unfortunately, just like humans, certain dogs are more susceptible to certain diseases. It's crucial to be aware of any health issues that your dog's breed may be more prone to experience if you want to offer him the best and longest life possible. Make sure you choose a responsible breeder who meets the breed's health test criteria before choosing a puppy. These examinations can aid in the early identification of disorders that could be detrimental to your dog. Common causes of dogs' early death. All canines would live out their expected lifespans happily and healthily in an ideal world. This is regrettably not always the case. According to the AVMA, the most frequent causes of early mortality in dogs younger than 2 years of age are trauma, congenital illnesses, or infectious causes, while trauma, cancer, and infectious disease can strike at any stage of a dog's life. In all large dog breeds, cancer is the most common cause of death. The specific reason why larger dog breeds likely to experience cancer more commonly than smaller dog breeds is unknown to scientists. The largest study of its type on canine cancer has been inspired by the alarmingly high incidence of the disease in Golden Retrievers. Researchers are hoping that the study will provide light on why so many Golden Retrievers develop cancer, as well as how the elements that contribute to canine cancer may potentially shed light on human disease. Typical cancer symptoms in dogs are lumps, wounds that won't heal, weight loss, enlarged lymph nodes, distended abdomen, abnormal bleeding, lameness, swelling. Trauma can occur in a variety of ways, such as during dog fights and auto accidents. Compared to adults or larger breeds, puppies and small dogs are more likely to die from trauma, and working dogs are also more likely to die from trauma. It is usually a good idea to supervise young puppies around other animals and children, and keeping your dog on a leash when it is outside of your yard can help prevent some trauma-related ailments. Anomalies that are hereditary or congenital are not necessarily foreseeable or observable. The best approach to prevent buying or breeding a dog with a deadly congenital condition is to choose a responsible breeder and use responsible breeding techniques in your kennel. Although infectious diseases are not as serious a threat as they were before immunizations, they continue to claim lives of dogs every year. The likelihood that your dog will get a fatal infectious disease can be reduced by keeping up with their parasite control and immunization schedules. Dog obesity and lifespan. In the United States, for example, about 34% of adult dogs are overweight or obese. This is concerning because studies indicate that obese dogs have a 2-year shorter lifespan than dogs who maintain a healthy weight. Obesity raises a person's risk of getting diabetes and pancreatitis, stresses the musculoskeletal system, and causes osteoarthritis and intervertebral disc disease. Obesity is linked to cardiac and respiratory disorders such as tracheal collapse and airway dysfunction. Maintaining a healthy weight in your dog lowers the likelihood that he will develop diseases linked to being overweight, enhances his quality of life, and increases the likelihood that he will live to the fullest possible age. Tips for long-lived dogs. It can be difficult to estimate your dog's lifespan. While it is generally safe to assume that a little breed dog would live longer than a gigantic breed dog, there are a lot of uncontrollable elements that impact how long our pets live. This can be upsetting, but fortunately there are several things we can do to lengthen our canine friends' lives. Feed a balanced diet. Keep a healthy weight. Continually review the latest immunizations and preventatives. Understand any breed-specific illnesses and their signs. Plan routine blood tests and veterinarian checks. Limit the availability of poisons and other dangerous chemicals. Consultation with your veterinarian is the greatest method to ensure that your dog has the best possible quality of life. In order for your dog to remain healthy and active far into her senior years, you may set together a plan for her well-being with the help of your veterinarian that includes the right nutrition, preventative treatment, and exercise. If you like this video, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and check out our dog products in the link in the description. It helps to create more content. See you next time!